If you've beaten Baldur's Gate 3, then you know the true identity of the Emperor, but what about the man before all of that? His early life was full of voyages and adventure that would shape him into the monster he would one day become. And this is your spoiler alert, scroll now if you don't want to learn the identity of the Emperor. Baldurin was born in Grey Harbor, in what was just a tiny fishing village off the Sword Coast. As a young captain, he became obsessed with the Western Sea. He gathered a crew and sailed across the Trackless Sea in what was one of the most legendary voyages in Faerun's history. Some stories say he sailed as far as An-Corome, a continent across the oceans, where he traded with civilizations that no one else in the realm had even seen before. And when he returned, he wasn't just rich, he was a legend. He brought treasure, strange relics, and a band of loyal settlers. With that wealth, he helped raise a wall around the struggling harbor town, turning it into a stronghold. And that wall is the reason that the city became known as Baldur's Gate. But Baldurin wasn't done. He set out again, returning to the west, maybe back to An-Corome. But he never returned, and that disappearance is what fueled centuries of myth around his name. Some tales say that he died at sea, others claim he built a kingdom across the ocean, and in time, the mystery of his fate became bigger than the man himself. And then there's Ansur, the bronze dragon called the Heart of the Gate. In Baldur's Gate 3, you find him buried beneath Worm's Rock, but he isn't alive. Baldurin killed him centuries ago, and it's the wards of the Wormway that animate his corpse. He serves as a reminder of Baldurin's betrayal, still echoing under the city that he built. So Baldurin was so much more than his tragic ending as a mind flayer. He was an explorer who may have touched continents that no one else in Faerun had ever seen. A founder whose disappearance spawned centuries of myth, and a man whose greatest tragedy still lies entombed under Baldur's Gate. I might make a full YouTube video on this because there's so much more to dig into here, but if there's other topics you want me to explore, let me know in the comments and make sure to follow for more.